Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. This crowd knows when to bring it. The run from the shotgun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got the tight end. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown tie.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He leaves it with his back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Trojans are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way
talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Alabama pushing the tempo. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Snap in the shotgun. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Swing it on second down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks in his total rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey. and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There is so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
And they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your 1st half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot.
Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. He caught it. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback moving. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama quickly back to the line. Third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Extending the play. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. And
touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got it. Plows through the defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners are walked up tight. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
35, USC, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the tight end, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll send the tight end in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Here we go. Set. Got it.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, and they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the point after is good. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now... Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Bama! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that front.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets it out fast. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation